Hey coin collectors, welcome back to Rare Coins USA. Today, I've got 3 pennies that could turn into $300,000 in your pocket. Tiny, ordinary-looking coins, but their value is absolutely insane. Stick around, because by the end, you'll discover why these pennies are priceless treasures you don't want to miss. The 1974 Abraham Lincoln Liberty penny from the United States of America is considered one of the most fascinating modern coins ever discovered by collectors, and many people still unknowingly carry it in their pockets today. At first glance, this small copper coin looks completely ordinary, but certain rare varieties from 1974 have shocked the coin collecting world with extraordinary auction prices. Some exceptional examples, especially those preserved in near-perfect condition or struck with rare minting characteristics, have reached values close to $205,000, with reports of similar high-grade pieces selling around $208,000 in major coin markets. That is why collectors always warn people not to spend old pennies carelessly, because a single lucky find could instantly turn spare change into life-changing wealth. The history behind the 1974 Lincoln penny makes it even more interesting. This coin continues the famous Lincoln cent series first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, one of the most respected leaders in American history. By 1974, the United States Mint was producing billions of pennies for everyday circulation, yet during this massive production process, small minting variations occurred. These included strong strike errors, doubled design details, off-center strikes, and highly rare experimental compositions that make certain coins dramatically more valuable than normal circulation pieces. Collectors search intensely for these unusual characteristics because even a tiny difference in lettering or surface detail can multiply the value thousands of times. In terms of production, the 1974 Lincoln penny had an enormous mintage across multiple mint facilities. The Philadelphia Mint alone produced over 4.2 billion coins, while the Denver Mint struck more than 4.0 billion pennies, and the San Francisco Mint created millions of proof coins specially made for collectors. Because production numbers were so high, most surviving coins remain common today. However, rarity does not come from quantity alone. The true treasure lies in coins that escaped circulation damage or were accidentally struck under unusual mint conditions. High-grade specimens graded at the top levels by professional coin certification agencies are extremely scarce, and this scarcity is what drives collectors to pay astonishing prices. Another powerful reason behind the rising value of certain 1974 pennies is their condition and preservation quality. Coins that still display original mint luster, sharp Lincoln portrait details, and flawless surfaces are incredibly difficult to find after decades of circulation. Over time, scratches, corrosion, and handling destroy most coins, leaving only a tiny percentage worthy of premium auctions. When collectors discover a nearly perfect 1974 Lincoln penny or one showing rare mint errors, bidding competition becomes intense. These moments are when prices climb from a few cents to tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, proving how condition and rarity together create extraordinary market demand. Today, the 1974 Abraham Lincoln Liberty penny stands as a reminder that hidden fortune can exist in everyday money. Many collectors believe valuable coins are already locked away in collections, yet new discoveries continue to appear from old jars, family savings, and forgotten coin rolls. If you ever come across a 1974 Lincoln penny, examine it carefully before spending it, because the right combination of rarity, mint mark, and condition could completely transform its worth. What seems like a simple 1-cent coin may actually hold the potential to change someone's financial future overnight, making this humble penny one of the most exciting treasures still circulating in the modern world. Coin number 2. Imagine checking your old coin jar tonight, and suddenly discovering a small copper coin that could be worth up to $88,000 to $90,000. Yes, I'm talking about the legendary 1975 Lincoln penny, one of the most talked about Abraham Lincoln coins among collectors. Hello friends, today I am not joking, and I am not exaggerating, because some rare versions of this penny have shocked coin auctions with unbelievable prices. Many people ignore this coin thinking it's just 1 cent, but collectors know that certain 1975 Lincoln pennies, especially rare or high-grade specimens, can turn an ordinary person into a lucky owner of serious money overnight. So before you spend or ignore your old pennies, watch carefully, because this coin might already be hiding in your home. The total production of the 1975 Lincoln penny was massive, with over 5.4 billion coins minted in the United States across different mint locations including Philadelphia and Denver. Because billions were produced, most people believe this coin has no value, and that is where the biggest mistake happens. Among these billions, a very tiny number were struck with minting errors, exceptional sharp details, or preserved in nearly perfect condition. These rare survivors are the ones collectors desperately hunt for. The coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams, made primarily from copper alloy, featuring the historic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse. When this coin appears in mint state grades like MS-66 or higher, or shows doubling errors or striking abnormalities, its price can jump from 1 cent to tens of thousands of dollars. Now listen carefully. Auction records and collector markets have shown that high-grade or rare error examples of the 1975 Lincoln penny have reached values close to $90,000 in competitive coin auctions. I am not making fun of anyone, and I am not spreading false hope. Professional collectors pay huge money for rarity, condition, and errors. Some coins were struck off-center, some showed doubled lettering, and some have unusual metal flow mistakes created during mint production. These mistakes were never meant to exist, which makes them extremely powerful in the collector world. That is why experts always say, the real treasure is not gold, sometimes it is a tiny copper penny people overlook every day. So why are you confused? If this coin is already in your possession, this could be your opportunity. You can sell such rare coins through trusted coin auctions, online marketplaces like eBay, or even collector communities on Facebook where buyers actively search for rare Lincoln cents. Many ordinary people have discovered valuable coins in pocket change, inherited collections, or old savings boxes. This is not magic, it is knowledge. But remember one important thing. Do not believe fake rumors or random price claims without checking condition and authenticity. The value depends on grading, rarity, and verified errors. Still, if your 1975 Lincoln penny matches rare characteristics, you could be holding something life-changing. Just imagine the moment, a coin you once ignored helping you buy a car, pay debts, or completely change your financial situation. That is why collectors never underestimate old U.S. coins. The 1975 Lincoln penny proves that even the smallest currency can carry historic and financial power. I'm telling you again, I am not joking. Check your coins carefully tonight, look at the date, inspect for errors, and protect it instead of spending it. Because opportunities like this don't knock twice. Maybe thousands of people will watch this video, but only a few lucky viewers will actually own this coin. And if you are one of them, don't waste the chance. Use it wisely, verify it, and turn a simple penny into a story of overnight success. Last is the United States Abraham Lincoln Liberty Penny 1979 is one of those coins that most people ignore every single day. Yet collectors know that certain rare examples of this small copper coin can carry shocking hidden value. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary 1-cent coin featuring the legendary American President Abraham Lincoln, But behind this simple design lies a powerful story of mass production, mint variations, and rare high-grade survivors that have stunned coin auctions. In today's collector market, perfectly preserved 1979 Lincoln pennies, especially flawless mint-state examples or coins with striking mint errors, have reached values close to $82,000, with some elite auction sales reported near $85,000 depending on condition, rarity, and grading certification. This is why experienced collectors always warn, never underestimate a coin just because its face value says 1 cent. The history of the Lincoln penny itself goes back to 1909 when the United States Mint introduced it to honor Lincoln's 100th birth anniversary, making it the first regular U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. By 1979, the coin had already become one of the longest-running designs in American history. The obverse still displayed Lincoln's portrait with the word Liberty, while the reverse carried the classic wheat-free memorial design introduced in 1959. During this period, billions of pennies circulated daily across America's economy, meaning most were heavily used, scratched, worn, or damaged. However, only a microscopic number survived in untouched, near-perfect condition straight from mint rolls, and these rare survivors are the ones capable of turning an ordinary finder into an overnight success story. In terms of total production, the 1979 Lincoln penny was struck in massive quantities across multiple mint facilities. The Philadelphia Mint alone produced over 6 billion coins, while the Denver Mint added more than 4 billion pieces, pushing the combined mintage beyond 10 billion pennies for that year. On paper, this sounds like the coin should never be valuable, and for most examples, that is true. But coin collecting is not about how many were made, it is about how few remain perfect. Coins with exceptional strike quality, full original red copper luster, and zero circulation marks are incredibly difficult to find today because copper surfaces easily tone, scratch, or fade over time. When grading companies examine a coin and assign it an ultra-high mint state grade, its rarity instantly multiplies despite billions originally produced. What truly makes certain 1979 Lincoln pennies powerful in the collector's world are hidden minting anomalies and preservation miracles. Some coins display off-center strikes, doubled lettering, or microscopic die variations that occurred during high-speed production inside mint presses. These accidental differences transform a common penny into a collectible treasure. Combine such mint errors with pristine preservation, and auction competition can become intense, driving prices into tens of thousands of dollars. Collectors are not simply buying copper, they are buying rarity, history, and perfection frozen in time. That is why stories continue to circulate about ordinary people discovering valuable pennies inside old jars, inherited collections, or forgotten bank rolls. So if you ever come across a 1979 Abraham Lincoln Liberty penny, pause before spending it. Examine its shine, its details, and especially its condition, because the difference between 1 cent and tens of thousands of dollars can be almost invisible to an untrained eye. Coins like this prove that treasure does not always come in gold or silver. Sometimes it hides in everyday pocket change waiting for the right person to recognize its worth. A single rare example has the potential to change financial situations overnight, and while not every 1979 penny is valuable, the right one, perfectly preserved or uniquely struck, carries the kind of collecting power that keeps the global coin community searching endlessly for the next unbelievable discovery.